Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm selling my C8 Corvette today, and I wanted to do a quick video just to give you a breakdown on everything wrong with renting sports cars on Turo. And not that this has been a bad car, it's actually been a great car, one of the best cars I've done with the Turo business. But when you're renting cars on Turo, the sports cars on Turo, there's definitely some issues that can happen, and we're going to do a quick walk around on this car. It's had almost 70 rentals, and I'm going to show you everything wrong with the car after 70 rentals on Turo. Let's do it. So from the exterior, you can see the car looks phenomenal. It's a great color for the platform. It's really done well. But as we get closer on the vehicle, you're going to see a lot of the little stuff here. Curb rash is always an issue for sports cars. You can see this one's got chewed up, nice little chunk out of the tire there. This is where sometimes it actually can be beneficial for sports cars to get the tire and rim package. Sometimes you get the tires, rims replaced for free, and you bill it to the customer and they'll help pay for the package. Other things on the car here, we did have some damage here. This actually, part of the vehicle was actually hit and tore a chunk out of it. Maybe I can post a picture of that with that. But this has been replaced and cleaned up there. You'll notice that on the other side I had the rocker guard, and this one does not, because I never actually replaced it. Coming around to the front of the car, you're gonna see down here I have PPF on this. I do pay for that, and I think it's beneficial when you're dealing with high-end cars on some of them. But you can see this has got scraped up here, and that's something you always gotta. The PPF is beneficial because you can just peel it off if there's too much damage on that. You can see again, same thing here. A little bit of scrapes on this. If we go underneath the car, this is something you always want to check out on something like a C8. Is you can just see the scrapes on the front there, and on this one on the opposite side, it's actually a chunk was taken out of the plastic on the bottom. Again, I'm trading the car in as is, so a lot of times I don't even fix that kind of stuff, although I do end up billing the customer for it in case I do want to fix it. Obviously, here's some more here. You can see little chunks out of the PPF. That stuff's gonna happen. This looks like it actually got like maybe too close to something that's hot. You can see that there. A lot of little stuff on this car besides the one big damage on the opposite side. This can be an issue when you're dealing with sports cars. Chipping up here. Interior of the car is actually held up pretty well. I built this interior, I say built it, I pretty much stayed pretty generic with this, but it actually looks really good. I added the yellow seat belts, and I think over time this probably would not hold up well as far as the color wise. You can see it's kind of starting to get a little bit stained or so forth, but overall the rest of the interior is held up pretty well in this car, so I've been very happy with that. We're at about almost 19,000 miles. We're at almost 20,000 miles, so 19,700 miles in 70 rentals, and that's not too bad, I guess. Coming out on the back, this actually was damaged at one time. Somebody actually ran into the back of the car, very low speed, and for some reason it didn't show up on the Carfax, so that was a benefit for me. But anytime you have sports cars that are going to get damaged, an accident can hurt your values as far as that goes. I'll show you a couple other little chips that you're going to get. You can see little chips here on the roof. You have on the front of the roof here, little chips here. On my second CA, I actually had the roof PPF. I was able to work out a good deal for that. And the reason I did that is because it's a black roof. And if any of you, if you know anything about black cars, they can be kind of a nightmare to keep the swirls and so forth out. Fortunately, this was added on afterwards, and so it held up, you know, for the short time. I've only had this on for about half of the rental period because there was a back order on the spoilers. But you know, this has held up not too bad as far as the swirls. But when you got a black roof, it can be an issue. So overall, I mean, I'm not real, you know, it's been pretty well for the vehicle. But anytime you're renting a sports car on a platform like this, you're going to have a lot of little things here or there. And it goes back with what we were talking about. Overall, no complaints on this car. This car served me incredibly well. One of my better vehicles on Turo. At the same time, I am kind of sad to be cashing it out, but my balance sheet where I'm at is a good place to be at the time. So my 2 cents on the sports cars, renting sports cars on Turo. I much prefer renting the higher end sports cars, things I can list at higher amounts, up $200 and up. I feel like the lower end listed sports cars can tend to get more thrashed, although there's a good case for you know, Porsches and also Miata, something like that. But the lower end, the Mustangs, the Camaros, those type of things tend to get thrashed a lot more, in my opinion. But it depends on your market, and it depends on what kind of clients that you have. Overall, if you are going to do a sports car, one of the first things you want to do is get a bouncy. It's a tracking device. You can use a little extender to tap it around where it can't really be seen, easily seen. And other than that, you know, until next time, I'm out, guys. Thanks.